You guys, thank you so much for tuning in because I am at a crossroads right now. I've had a problem since I was a little kid where I don't get mad at God. I really don't. I've had a lot of stuff happen to me. I've got a lot of sad stories. Here's the only thing that I've got beef with God about is I don't understand why I do not possess any sort at all, any like smidgen of musical talent. And by musical talent, I mean singing. I think I would have been a sensational Broadway star. In fact, I know deep down inside of my heart that is what I identify as a Broadway star. That is what all I want to do in life. But I would have settled. I would have settled for being a really famous rock star. I would have made it work. I go to bed at 4 a.m. I would love my face on the side of a bus. People, wearing a t-shirt with me on it, screaming my name. I could have handled that. Like I would have been selfless enough to be able to handle this lifestyle, having a contract where I say, put M&Ms in different color order. I could have done that. I could have absolutely been that girl. The only problem is I don't have the musical talent. Okay. I cannot sing. So I love that God is like, so then therefore you don't get to be a really famous rock star. Everything else about the lifestyle, someone doing my hair and makeup, I wouldn't have been mad about that. He's like, no, 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 no. Because here's the thing, Liv, I give out gifts and talents to, to promote my kingdom. Okay. To make the kingdom of me better. Not me as in God. Okay. Like that's what he does. We're supposed to further his kingdom. So my beef with God is this. If I was an incredible singer, how in the world would that have upset his kingdom? Like, I feel like I could have maybe told more people about him. Like, I'm just trying, maybe he didn't think this through, but we don't believe that. We believe that he thinks in all the things. So I just need to know. Everybody else is going to go up and because I'm just assuming we're all going to heaven and they're going to sit down with God and be like, so what were you thinking when you made the platypus? Or why did this horrible volcano have to happen? I'm going to sit down and be like, so you need to explain in tremendous detail how and why I was not a famous rock star. How in the world did that upset your kingdom? And here's how I know that I would have been so sensational at it. When I was getting married, I was 22 years old. I met a guy when I was 15. I married this guy. So his name is Nathan. You're going to hear a lot about Nathan, and you're even going to see him on the show, those of you that are watching, but you're going to hear him if you're listening. So Nathan and I met at 15. We did not start dating until we were 17 because it took him 2 years to find me attractive. I don't know if that's why. We'll have to ask him one day. Anyway, we're 17. We start dating. We didn't get married to 22. 5.5 years we waited until we got married. And when I say we waited, I'm going to listen. It's not that late of a show, but you all are going to have to get what I'm putting down. We waited until we got married to be biblical. Okay. Everybody know what that means? Everybody understand what I'm saying here? Everybody picking up what I'm saying? Okay. All right, great. So we waited. So our wedding night, we were soups excited. Okay. It was, Nathan could not, he was every 5 minutes, he was like, so can we leave? Is it over? And I'm like, Nathan, I'm dancing to Britney. And he's like, okay, could we leave now? What are we doing? We already danced to Britney long enough. Get in the limo. Let's go. It was kind of annoying. And so whatever, I made him wait 5.5 years. Girls, if you're listening, make the boy wait. Okay. So we hop in the limo. We're driving away from our wedding reception and everybody knows that we're waiting till marriage, right? This is our wedding night and everybody's like, yeah, get it. They're just being crazy. And they're surrounding the limo and they start chanting my name. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to give the people what they want. Okay. This is my moment. Moonroof opens. I shoot up through the limo and I just start waving to the public. And it was the greatest moment of my life. On my wedding day was when I was in the limo. That's not the part I tell Nathan was the greatest moment of my life, but I'm telling you because this is a safe space. That moment of people chanting my name, I was like, see, I could have been a rock star, but here's where then God decided to humble me. They start chanting Nathan's name. And I'm like, why do the people not want me anymore? What's happening? I go back down in the limo. Nathan arises. And when I say we are opposite humans, I mean we are opposite humans. He doesn't want to be a rock star. He doesn't care. He put up his arms and he started looking at the crowd. And when I say they lost their minds, I'm not kidding. They went nuts. And I mean, there was like electricity and there was like girls fainted, people threw things. I don't know what was happening. It was the greatest moment of once again, God reminding me how I was never going to be a rock star and I would never get to live that life. So when you guys come back, I can't wait to go round and round with JW, my producer, about how our spouses are better at things than we are, because you're listening and watching to It's Not That Late with Liv Harrison. Welcome back to It's Not That Late with Liv Harrison, and I'm Liv Harrison. You guys, I need you to understand that God constantly puts people in my life just to remind me of that there's other people on the planet besides myself that are very opposite than me, who come at the world at a different angle. And one of those people that God has recently put in my life is my in-studio producer, JW. If you don't know JW, you will. This is him. And today, I want to talk to you, JW. Say hello. Sorry, I didn't even let you say anything.
Hey, everybody. That's okay. Perfectly all right with that.
He prefers when I don't let him say anything. He's the genius behind all the amazing visual things that you guys see. But JW, today I did a little bit about how Nathan always outshines me. He really does. Like, I'm not kidding. People meet me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so fun and magnetizing. I love you." And then they meet Nathan. Okay. And there's nothing magnetizing about Nathan. I love him. He's the love of my life. You've met him. He's a great guy.
I think Nathan's an awesome dude.
He is. But we have very different personalities.
Sure.
Very different. And everybody walks away going, "Yeah, we so prefer Nathan." Which, I mean, I prefer Nathan. He's way better at everything than me. I don't know your wife.
She's fantastic.
Is she fantastic?
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, we're helping marriages right now. We are helping JW. They have a great marriage. He doesn't need our help. Tell us about your wife, her name, and what makes her better than you? That's really what I want to know. I just want to know, like, how is she a better human than you are?
Yeah, in most ways, she's better.
Better looking,
like always, absolutely
intelligent. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, she's smart. She's pretty. She's better with our kids. She's more disciplined than I am. All of the categories, she outshines me. Absolutely. She just outshines.
But where does she really, like? Where's the moment that you were like, "Listen, I am so fantastic at whittling wood." And like, she picks up a knife and just makes like the Last Supper scene out of a log. Like, I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, anything that has to do with cooking or baking or making any food, that's not. I mean, if we're making it outside, I probably have an upper hand. So
you're the typical grilling.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm 100% okay with that. But anything in the kitchen, like I'm mostly encouraged to, like, please stay away. And
we want the children to stay alive.
Yeah,
that is our goal as parents.
Yeah, so she's much better in that way. Also, there's just so many times where, well, like, I don't know, I can be really lazy at times. Like, if it comes to like certain tasks, when I get like fixated on a project or something, like, I'll be all in, but across the board, she's like much more dedicated and able to like give her attention to things more frequently and better. I'm just like, yeah, I'll sit on the couch for a little bit.
And she doesn't.
No. Oh my gosh. She can't sit down for like more than 10 minutes. Yeah.
And she's pregnant right now. Like, during our conversation, which I don't know when this will air, she might not be pregnant anymore. At some point in her life, she won't be. Right. But at this moment, in real time.
Well, at time of recording, yes, we're expecting our time of.
See, I don't know how time works. She's pregnant and she's still like up and going. If you were pregnant, JW, would you just constantly be on the couch?
She often asks, like, in jest, I hope, but she's like, "Don't you think you would like to experience what it's like to be pregnant?" Like, no, absolutely not. There's no part of me that ever wants to trade places.
Really?
No.
Why?
I don't need that experience. I'm super happy to be a dad and be a part of the family in that way. I don't need to experience the mom parts of the family.
You don't need a uterus to have the life experience.
No, being dad is challenging at times and very fun.
What is challenging about being a dad? I'd love to know this. This is what I want to know. What is the challenging part when you have to get off the couch? What is?
No, I think I think it's probably different for everyone. I think for me, like it's always the mental like weight, I guess, that I like make myself carry of being a father and thinking of
Oh.
like raising kids and then providing at the same time, and like all of those things were like wrap in. This is probably a very different direction than you wanted to take this segment.
No, this is what I want. This is real. We're getting to know you, JW. This is this is why you're in my life, because I come at with this energy, okay, which you've now seen, and all the things, and then you come at life with your energy and all the things, and
Sure.
it's just this perfect melding of opposite.
It is quite a bit of opposites.
But I love
That's
it. This
good.
is what's so funny, because I'm over here like, JW, what are all the things? And he's like, so when I'm a dad, I this is exactly what I want. You're nailing it. Okay, so let me ask you this
Sure.
about your beef with God.
Okay.
Do you have one? Is there anything that you were like, listen, Jesus, why was I not born in Nepal so I could live in the mountains and hike all day? Because I've gotten to know you a little bit, and you're an outdoorsy kind of a
No, I
guy.
like being outside.
Yeah, like you could live in a tent and eat from a can.
Sure. Sometimes.
I don't know.
Not in the Houston summer, but you know, most other places.
Well, that's why I put you in
probably fine.
Nepal. Did you hear
Yeah.
where I put you?
Oh, yeah. It seems a little extreme, but I'll take it.
What, me extreme? Why? That's new and
What
different.
my beef with God? I don't
What-
know if I.
You don't have anything that you wish he would have given you, like a gift, a talent, an
Yeah,
experience?
I mean, I'm sure. I wish I could be better at like a lot of things, you know. But I feel like I'm pretty happy. I'm a pretty content person,
See?
all in general.
You're such a guy.
I
You're
think-
such a guy. This is so men. Men are like, that's why women are always like, let's talk about our feelings. And men are like, I feel like we're fine. Like,
I mean, I
good.
think like always. I don't know if I have like any beefs. They're always like external, probably, right? Which are
don't-
like I wish events turned out differently
Oh.
or something like that. But
You're okay
You
with
know.
your talents. Oh, that's because you're really talented. Why am I even asking you this? You're a talented person. You don't understand those of us who don't have talent. You don't understand what it's like to watch people like you crush it all the time. And I mean, like your work is amazing.
I think that's different though, because yeah, sure, I can sit and do work and projects or whatever the talent that I have is, but like I'm terrible at small talk. Can't do that.
Listen, I'm so much fun on a plane. I'm the person on a plane that people are like, oh no, I wanted this to be a 4-hour flight of me napping. Like that would be your nightmare, JW. If we met on a plane, could you imagine if I was your seatmate? And
I can, and I can relay. Since we have never had that experience, I'll just relay
We're gonna make that happen.
my side of riding on planes next to people who talk.
chit chatters.
Yeah. So normally I'm pretty well planned that by the time I get on the airplane, I already know like what podcast I'm going to listen to. I've got like noise canceling headphones out already. And
You're a challenge. I love it. I'd love to sit next to you.
it would be a battle of the wills for sure.
We've got to do this. We've got to plan a trip where I am your seatmate and you don't know. Like we'll have Anna set this up. Okay. And we're going to have a hidden camera. And we're going to watch and see if I can crack you and get you to talk the
All right. We can try it.
entire time. So what would your wife do? Would she be talking to you the entire time? Is she hard for you to be on a plane with? Is she going to let you listen to your podcast?
No, I mean, anytime that we've been on planes together recently in the past couple of years, there's always been kids.
There's
so
children.
If kids are involved, then
Yeah, that's not fair.
yeah,
There's
I'm
goldfish.
normally not with noise canceling headphones listening to podcasts, or else I'm going to be in trouble afterwards. Yeah,
So you're not that dad.
no, absolutely not.
You're not that husband that's like, yeah, you take care of it, honey. But
No, I think I mean, that particular experience is super fun because I both my parents were pilots, so I love being on
your
airplanes. So
parents are pilots?
yeah, or they were, but yeah.
What?
So being on an airplane, like watching my kids on an airplane, is super fun because I have all these memories, like being a kid.
Wait
like,
a second.
dreaming about being a
Hold
pilot.
on. I love how you just drop that so nicely and walk away. We don't have a lot of time for this. Oh, JW,
Someday.
what kind of
Someday.
pilots?
Both my parents were pilots in the Air Force, and then my dad got out and flew for U.S. Air for a while.
Stop.
Yeah.
So do you have a bunch of those cute little pins at home? Like the little what am I doing? The
Oh,
wings?
when
Like,
you
do
come
you have
on
the
a commercial,
wings?
I don't think I have any of those.
What?
No.
Okay, next question. Do you always
Sure.
have to drink tomato juice and or ginger ale while on a flight. Have you heard that that's what
yeah.
people
When I was a
do?
kid, that was like always super fun. Like when you go on
Right?
an airplane, drinking ginger ale. I never really got it that it was for people's stomachs
Is that
until
why?
yeah.
We
That's what
all crave it?
I'm pretty sure. Like ginger, I think is supposed to be good for
Sure.
stomachs, but I never got that. I was just a kid, and I was like, yeah,
This was
drinking ginger ale on an airplane.
This was a fantastic conversation. Look at how much we've grown. We've gotten to know each other. I think you're going to start looking forward to these little chit chats, JW. I think this is slowly but surely going to win you over and going to be your favorite part of the show. And I love that we're getting to know you so well. This is the part that he absolutely hates the most, which is why you want to tune in and listen. I want you all to come back because you're listening and watching It's Not That Late with Liv Harrison.